Hi, my name is Ken Williamson with Newmar Corporation, and we're here in Napanee, Indiana, the home of Newmar, to take a look at the 2017 Essex. One of the brand new features we did this year is the electronic stability control. And what that's going to do is use the entire chassis system to help you keep control of the coach. So as we step back around the new Essex for 2017, I think one of the first things you're going to notice is the new HWH hydraulic steps. Very sturdy step system, it's very strong, doesn't give a lot of flex. The nice thing is it goes right in, it slides right in and slides right out, so there's not a lot of moving parts to it. So we think it's going to really help you, going to last a long time and really be trouble-free for you. And one of the new features we're going to talk about is right inside the doorway is going to be your battery disconnect now. So you don't have to climb all the way into the coach, go to the overhead to turn the coach on and off. You can do it from right here. So one of the things we always talk about in the Essex is you've got the 20,000-pound front axle, the 365 tires, the comfort drive, with the passive steer tag axle and the Star Foundation, which really set it apart last year. It makes it such a comfortable, quiet driving coach. And that's all just trying to think of the customer. So as we step back around, we always talk about our masterpiece finish. This is the new Navara exterior, and later on we'll talk about the new interior. But again, we're going to talk about the flush slides. So they go in, they're not going to be sticking out. And look at the amount of storage above and below that. But I think one of the most important things, you look how tall that is, how easy it is to get everything inside the coach. So this is the optional exterior entertainment center. Very high up, so you can sit out and entertain a lot of your friends. It's got the 40-inch TV that pulls out, swivels and turns. It's the LED TV, high definition. Went to the Bose soundbar this system. We try to make it a lot easier for you to use. What you've got is a switch panel over here, a Bose audio source selector. So now I can run my dash radio through here, I can run my TV through here, or I can stream music through here. And it's much, much easier just switching back and forth to what you want to use. So as we step back through a little bit further on the door side of the coach, you're going to have your DEF fill tank. And again, as you know, last year we put the DEF fill on the other side of the coach, so now you have DEF fills on both sides. Really just makes it a lot easier for you, just trying to save time, energy, and just make it more comfortable you taking care of the coach. As we step back through, we're going to be on a Spartan K3 chassis on this particular coach. That gives you the service center back here, gives you the air dryer, fuel filter, your chassis batteries, your battery disconnects. So this particular coach has the Spartan option on it, and what that does, it gives you the auxiliary air brake system. And that's going to be standard when you pick the Spartan chassis. So when you tie your tow vehicle into there and it has an air brake system on there, very easy to plug that system right into here. Went to a 20,000-pound towing capacity. So that's great this year to really tow your stacker trailers. One of the neat things we also did this year is you have an optional plug-in for your cameras. If you have a stacker trailer with cameras on it, you can plug it right into the system. When you're driving down the road, you can now see that at the dash radio or the dash camera up front too. So it really helps you tie all that into the system. One of the other features you're going to see when we go around the front is we also have a 30-amp plug if you want to tie the stacker trailer into that. If you had washer, dryers, refrigerators, you can plug it right in if you didn't have access to plug somewhere else. So as we step back around to the driver's side of the coach, again, you're going to see the egress door from the rear bathroom units. Real easy access if there's ever an emergency in the coach. You're going to have the DEF tank that we talked about, the DEF off-door side fill. And then you're going to have a much larger sewage storage compartment. So when your sewer hose, you put that right in there, it's much larger, easier to access. So as we step around to the water compartment, you're going to notice a little bit different from some of the other coaches. We're going to do a little bit more when we step up to the Essex product. You're going to have a full ManaBlock plumbing system. And what that means is if you had a water leak somewhere in the coach, hot or cold, you can shut that part of the coach off and still have water everywhere else in the coach. One of the things you're going to notice is how easily everything is laid out. It's so easy to get in here and read everything, and we just try to make it easy for the customer and customer friendly. This is going to again have that RV SantaCon, the turbo system. So it's going to be a much larger tube, and it's going to pump twice as much as it did last year. Okay, and our next compartment forward is going to be your power cord compartment. Again, you see that slipper hinge, that door dropping down. Pretty unique when we come to the Essex product and the King Air product. You're going to have a generator start switch in here. So if you're going to disconnect the coach, one of the neat things is you can start the generator, not have to worry about power inside the coach. When we were in the back of the coach, we talked about the 30-amp plug-in for your stacker vehicle. So if you pulled into a campground and you only had one plug-in for your coach, you can now plug your stacker vehicle into here and not have to worry about power into that if you had whatever you had in there, washer, dryers, air conditioners, or whatever you had. This is your Oasis heat system. This is your hydronic heat system and your hot water system. 50,000 BTU, unlimited hot water. Really nice system. It's very quiet, very comfortable inside the coach. You don't get hot and cold spots. Just a great system. Our customer's very, very happy with it. As we step forward a little bit further, we're going to step into the open storage compartments. Again, this has got the power slide tray, so all I have to do is hit the button. It's going to slide right on out. Easy access to everything inside the basement. And this Essex is going to be an all-electric coach. So it's going to have the standard 12.5 Onan quiet diesel generator, and then it's going to have the optional AGM batteries. So it's going to have 8 AGM batteries in here to really give you enough power inside that coach to run everything. Once we step forward into the front of the coach, again, we talked about the bigger tires, the 20,000-pound axle, the 365s. One of the things we really want to talk about is feel the side of the coach. When you're walking around, our masterpiece finish will really compare to anybody in the industry. When you're walking around, you're not going to feel seams or ridges between the colors. That's a cut and buff system that we do. So it's just a tremendous looking coach. So as we step around underneath the cockpit area, you're going to notice the brand new window here that has a frameless window that matches the other windows on the side. It's going to give you a great view inside and just matches everything and makes it look so much cleaner and better. Now that you've seen the exterior of the 2017 Essex, let's step inside and see what's new. Welcome to the 2017 Essex interior. This is a Newmar interior with the sable maple woods. And there's a lot of subtle changes this year, not a lot of standout, but really nice features that we've upgraded and changed. We upgraded that JBL sound system, so it's a tremendous sounding system, gives you great sound throughout the coach. One of the things we've done is completely redesign the overhead cabinet. So you've got your Silverleaf system, and what we've done is brought everything down. It's much easier to read, it's much easier to access. It's a lot lower, so it's cleaner to get to. And we've also taken your Girard controls from the overhead over here and put them in this panel. We just try to consolidate everything and just make it much more functional inside the coach. So again, this is the sable maple cabinetry. The Essex, it's all hand finished, hand sanded. There's over 280 pieces of wood in here in the Essex and King Air that are hand sanded, hand finished, hand glazed cabinetry. The Mountain Air, London Air, Essex and King Air, you're gonna have hydraulic and air leveling. So it's two great features to have. Again, you're going to have this choice of a Spartan or Freightliner chassis. On the Essex, this time we're on the Spartan chassis. So you're going to have the HWH hydraulic system and then the Hadley air leveling system over here. Again, if you sit down in here, the great window, great huge windshield, it's just a very comfortable, very convenient use of all the materials around you. As we step back into the coach, again, this Newmar interior is completely new for this year. If you look at the flooring, it's absolutely gorgeous, completely new. It's an 8-inch by 36-inch, completely wood look, high gloss flooring. It's just absolutely beautiful. So we talked about the new fascias, and what's really neat this year is this completely different design on the sides of the fascias. So you've got your LED lighting on the inside, and what's really neat on the two lighter woods, this is going to be the burled wood look inside here. So you don't get it so much on the sable wood, but on the caramel glazed and the high gloss ginger glaze, that'll be a burled wood, absolutely gorgeous. So we carried over 2 interiors this year, the Windsor and the Raven. This is the 4553 floor plan, and the option on this one is going to be the dormy sofa on this side, so that'll open up and be your sleeper sofa. And on the off-door side, you've got 2 really nice Lambrite recliners, very, very comfortable, very easy to use. So on the 4553 floor plan, you're going to have the 48-inch televator Sony LED TV, which gives you, with the recliners on the side, just gives you a really great viewing of that. Again, both the driver and passenger seats will turn all the way around, have footrest, power footrest, and that passenger seat has that desk area you can work on. As we step back through, the 4553 just has a tremendous amount of storage as you walk through. You've got pull-out cabinets, you've got storage throughout. They just are a tremendous use of the space throughout. You've got floor cabinet or lower cabinet drawers down here. And then again, last year, if you remember, what we did is put separate drawers underneath there. And what we did is so I don't have to open both drawers to access one side or the other. So again, you're gonna have access or storage for your sink tops. Beautiful stainless sink on the Essex. And again, when you open those lower cabinets, if it's a deep cabinet, those lights will automatically come on. Again, like we did on a lot of the other products this year, a really neat feature is the cooktop is flush. So when you're not using it, you can store things right on here, slide things across here, it's not gonna get caught up. But then lifts right off. There's a cutting board on the back side of it, on both of them. And then this induction cooktop lifts completely out of there and you can take it outside and use it. So if you're cooking fish or something, you don't want it inside the coach, or you're just entertaining outside, this just unplugs, completely lifts out and takes outside. So it's just a really neat new feature. And again, when that's down there, so now I can slide things across there and I'm not wasting any of that space sticking up above here. This has got the optional Fisher Paykel dishwasher. It's great dishwasher. And again, one of the things we want to show you is the abundance of storage and the functional use of storage throughout the coach. So as we step back through, again, you're just going to have cabinets and drawers, everything, everywhere we can put them. And on the Essex, if you remember, what you're going to have is all dovetail construction. So all your cabinetry in the Essex and King Air is going to be the dovetail construction, which really just steps it up a notch from all the other products that are out there. This particular coach has the Euro booth dinette. So you've got the recliners in the front, the Euro booth dinette. So you've got storage underneath both sides. That will pull out. You've got a 10-inch leaf goes in there and 2 more chairs. So again, just trying to be very, very functional. So some of the feedback we received from our customers is they wanted to be able to read the light panels a lot easier. So we upgraded the lighting behind there, made the font much bigger and much more bold. So it's a lot easier to read that, especially during the day. And those are throughout all the diesel products that would have the touch pads. So as we step back through, you'll see the new decorative panel on the refrigerator wall. That's a solid wood piece and it's absolutely beautiful. And one of the things you really want to notice, again, a lot of subtle changes in the Essex. Completely different fascia panels. When you go to the front and the back on the side fascias, and I'll show you back here, it's going to have a completely different look inside, the lighting inside there. And not so much on the sable wood, but the high gloss ginger glaze or the caramel glaze, you're actually going to have a burled wood inside there. This is your Whirlpool refrigerator freezer. It's got the bottom freezer and the big open storage. Then we step into the pantry area. And again, anytime you're going to do a deep cabinet on the Essex, Mountaineer, London Air, you're going to have a LED lights that come on. And so it's just easier to see everything, get everything, and very, very functional. One of the neat things about the big pantries like this is these drawers are all adjustable. So I can put them at any height I want. So as we step back into the mid-bath area, new handles here. And again, a much sturdier hinge here, so you're not going to get that movement in the door. It's going to be much more solid. A lot of the coaches will have a completely different look on the inside, so we've done different wallboard, but absolutely beautiful backsplash, very functional kitchen or mid-bath. So we close that up, and you see a lot of new lighting features and everything throughout. So now we're going to step into the bedroom area, and again, we're in a 45-53. So some of the things we did in here is completely, again, like the different fascias, but a completely new face or headboard, absolutely gorgeous look and design. And just like the King Air last year, we put the wireless charging pads for your cell phone on each side. So we moved it from the side over here and put them on each side of the bed. Anywhere you're going to have it, you're also going to have a USB 110 plug on each side also. So it's very functional, very user-friendly. Like we've done in the past few years, you're going to have your controls for your light switches and everything up underneath here. Just makes it much easier to get to and use them inside the coach. But again, this is the Newmar interior, absolutely gorgeous. Again, you're going to have the 40-inch Sony LED TV in here. And one of the things we forget to talk about all the time is the Silverleaf system and how easy that is to use and how functional it is. In the Mountaineer Up, you're going to have this panel up front and in the back of the coach. So I don't have to go to the front of the coach and change the air conditioning, check the tanks, whatever I want to do. I can do it from either side of the coach. So just very, very functional, very user-friendly. As you go back through, a tremendous amount of storage. And again, it's going to be the only coach in the industry that has tile on that slide out because of that Moore floor and the Star Foundation. So absolutely gorgeous. So let's step into the rear bath. The 4553 is going to be one of the biggest rear bathrooms we have. Again, you're going to have that cathedral ceiling, so it's almost 6 inches taller. What a huge benefit. It just gives you that open feel, residential feel inside here. But you've got a very residential shower, great look. You've got a huge linen cabinet. Throughout the coach, you're just going to have a tremendous amount of storage. Your washer and dryer are all the way in the back, so if you want to close the door off, make it a little bit quieter, you can do that. Again, on the Essex, you're going to have a 220 volt dryer, so it's just a very residential look and feel. When you get to the back, you're going to have a traveling lock down here, so you just open that up. Again, the lights come on automatically, and a tremendous ward all the way across the back of the coach. You've got adjustable shelves on this side. Again, it can move in any height. And then again on the back side, again, hanging all the way across with double hanging on this side. So just a tremendous use of storage. Again, one of the things we did last year was put the egress door in the rear bathroom units. I think we did a great job this year, really dressing that up a lot nicer. It's just going to look very, very clean. You almost don't even notice it's there anymore. In the 4553, you're going to have a beautiful rear bath. You're going to have the radius cabinets on the bottom, tremendous amount of storage inside. If you look at the use of storage, just really did a great job on that. So they closed. You've got just the matching Corian bowls that match the countertops. Beautiful new backsplashes throughout the coach. Well, there's a couple minutes inside the 2017 Essex. I hope you like what you saw. We're real excited about it. But if you have any questions, you want to see it further, give us a call at 1-800-852-1731 or at newmarcorp.com. Thank you very much.